Hey guys, what's up? It's Lainey, and today I have another book haul for you guys. I definitely thought my winter book haul would have been my last book haul for the year, but I got some boxes to unbox, as well as I bought 4 books at Books A Million this morning, and I just want to show you guys what they are. Today is Christmas Eve, so Merry Christmas if you celebrate it, Happy Holidays if you don't. So let's get started with the unboxings. The first one I have for you guys is the Fantasy and Sci-Fi books. This is a new YA subscription box that includes a YA book that has to do with either science fiction or fantasy, obviously, as well as some bookish items. And this is their first box, I believe, and I'll link all their information down below. And today I'll be using a knife to open up my unboxes, so it's not just a scissors, because scissors are basic. Okay, so opening it up, this is what is inside, and they have what is included as well in this. So the book that is included in this one is Unforgiven by Lauren Kate. This is a Fallen novel. From what I've heard, it's a companion novel to the series, because I haven't read any of the Fallen series and I don't think I will. So I'm not quite sure what character this follows. I'm not very familiar with these characters or the world at all. On the back it shows the Fallen series. Weren't they making this like a movie? Because what happened to that? Didn't they finish filming and everything? So this is the book. Another thing in here is a keychain. It's a little guitar, so I wonder if that has to do with the Forgiven, if that has to do with Unforgiven, the book or something. Another thing in here is a bangle bracelet. Kind of feel like Wonder Woman with it, except it's not gold. Another thing in here is a Unforgiven drawstring bag. I wish I was a bigger fan of the Fallen series, because then I think this kind of swag would be really cool, but since I haven't read any of it. There's actually a second book in this unboxing, and this one is called Ascenders, and there is bookmarks for it as well. So it says High School for the Recently Deceased. That sounds interesting. Bracelet that I'm wearing. I actually like this bracelet. The bracelet represents the mechanical cuff some of the troublemakers sent to Swords and Cross were forced to wear. So this does also have to do with the book, which I think is really cool when there is merchandise that has to do with a book series. And it looks like Unforgiven is Cam's story. Wasn't he part of the love triangle? So I guess I know which one of the ones of the love triangle won in that series. Those were the science fiction fantasy unboxings. Now I'm going to move on to Owlcrate's December unboxing. Owlcrate was kind enough to send me their December box, and their December box is called Get Inspired. I'll link all their information down below. I love Owlcrate's unboxings. I did one for their October box, and I'm actually using the Edgar Allan Poe pouch that was sent in that box. I use that as my camera carrying case now. So let's get started with unboxing this one. This is what I see. They have their cute little card that they put in every box, but I'm not going to look at it yet because I don't want to get spoiled for what the book is. I'm thinking it's a bookmark, and it says The Art of Sandra Vargas. Oh, so it's a magnet. This is cute. I don't know who this is. Is this a book character? Let's see on this thing. For a constant dose of inspiration all year round, place the beautiful magnet by Sandra Vargas on your fridge. Think about the teachings within the story of The Little Prince and make this year the best one yet. I'm guessing this is The Little Prince. I'm not familiar with that story. Next thing I see is a to-do list, a little pad of paper. I love pads of paper. I'm obsessed with them. We're happy to have worked with Boy Girl Party to create this adorable to-do list pad. The little reading octopus would love nothing more than to help you accomplish your goals. Next thing in here is a candle, and oh, what does that smell like? Cookies, like cinnamon cookies. To help set the mood for your next reading adventure, why not light the delicious smelling candle created by Frostbeard? The scent of coffee beans and chocolate will invigorate you to keep turning those pages. Yeah, it definitely smells like chocolate and coffee now that I'm thinking about it. The next thing in here is a little journal, and oh, I'm so obsessed with this because I love notebooks, pads of paper, pens, anything that has to do with like office-y type things. I love writing things down on cool pieces of paper. Jot down your thoughts on books you've read or which books you want to add to your TBR. We've included one of 2 beautiful reading journals from both Penguin and Chronicle books. Which one did you receive? Hopefully this journal helps you conquer your reading challenges in 2016. I think I got Penguins, I think. Oh cool, it's like books, like what books you've read. Keeping track of all the books you've read. Even though I use Goodreads, I would love to put it down in an actual little notebook. This is so cute, I love this. Just opened up the book, and the book is Da Vinci's Tiger. No, it's a historical fiction book. There's also those little magnet things came with it with little words on it and everything. I actually have no idea what this book is or what it is about because I've never heard of this, but finally, we hope you enjoy Snuggling Down with Da Vinci's Tiger by Laura Malone Elliott. This historical fiction novel takes place during the Renaissance and follows our heroine as she discovers a world of artists, philosophers, and other creatives. When she meets a young Leonardo da Vinci, her life changes forever as she learns about her inner desires and creative voice. This is a very well-researched novel and is sure to make you feel as if you have gone back in time. We also hope you enjoy the fun exclusive magnet set so you can create your own poetry. I'm surprised I haven't heard of this book because I feel like, you know, I'm with it when it comes to young adult fiction that is coming out, but this sounds really interesting, especially since it's in the Renaissance. And when I think of Renaissance, I think of Rain, and I really love that show, so I'm excited to read this. Thank you, Owlcrate, for sending me your December box. I really loved everything in it. Cannot wait to use this for 2016. It'll be a great way to keep everything in my mind and tracked. Finally, I want to show you guys the 4 books that I got at Books A Million this morning. So once again, all I got was urban fantasy. I am super into this genre right now. I just finished the Shifter series by Rachel Vincent, and it was absolutely fantastic. I absolutely loved it. I loved it more than the Fever series, which is insane because I was all about that series over the summer, but definitely the Shifter series has really made me want to go out there and get more urban fantasy books, especially ones that have a lot of books in the series. The first one I decided to pick up is Moon Called by Patricia Briggs. Riley has read this book and she said she really liked it. She said there's lots of angst, so because of that I pretty much picked it up and decided that I was going to be reading it. It's also very short, so I'm hoping to get through it within the next couple days while I'm here on break and just enjoying myself at home. I know there's a lot of books in this series, and that's another reason why I'm really interested in getting into more urban fantasy book series that have a lot of books involved in it. The second book that I got was Halfway to the Grave by Janine Frost. I've heard a lot of great things about Janine Frost. I think I have one of her new adult paranormal books that I got at BookCon 2 years ago. This one's the first series in the Night Huntress novels. It has to do with a young woman who's a half vampire and kind of goes from there. There's a lot of books in this series as well, but I decided only to get the first one, not to get ahead of myself and get the second, the third, the fourth in the series, even though I might regret that later when I start reading this book. The third book I got was Spider's Bite by Jennifer Estep. This one also has a ton in the series. It was recommended to me in my Amazon thing, so I decided to get it and put it on my wish list. And this one has to do with a young woman who kind of owns a southern barbecue, but then also she is a assassin type character at night, and the whole southern barbecue restaurant thing kind of reminded me of True Blood for some reason, so I'm like, I'm gonna get that series. Last book I decided to get was Biting Bad by Chloe Neal. This is the first book in the Chicagoland Vampires series. This one also has a lot of books in this series as well. I saw a lot of great things that talked about how the heroine is a really great heroine in this series, and after reading the Shifter series and being in Faith's head, who is one of my favorite female characters now, I'm really looking forward to reading a series about a book character with the heroine being really kick-ass. Also, it takes place in Chicago, and I live very close to Chicago, so I'm excited to kind of read this in a region that is closer to me, since a lot of the books I read, the regions are nowhere near the Midwest. So that's all the books I got. I hope you guys all have a very Merry Christmas. I didn't realize how dark it got, so hope you guys have a really great day, and I'll see you guys very soon. Bye! And this is the second book. I'm really excited to get back into Marguerite's perspective and her story. I'm going to see where the story goes because I know we're going to Paris and like it's in San Francisco in this book, and I'm so excited for that. The next books I will show you guys are books 2, 3, and 4 in the urban fantasy series that I have started back in October.